今次安省倫敦之行，除咗約見我 Wingo 嘅死黨 Kevin 之外，我仲約到另外一位住喺倫敦附近嘅朋友，佢係我32年冇見過嘅老師。今次好開心可以同佢聚一聚舊。都好開心，呢位邊位呢？呢個係我其實喺我香港嘅中學嘅時代嘅老師嚟嘅。She's my English teacher when I was in Form 1 or Form 2?
I think maybe 2.
Yeah, Form 2. Yeah, and her name is Kathy.
Hi.
Welcome. Haven't seen you
Yes.
for so long. And I remember that you told me you lived in a city near Toronto. I didn't know London. You were the first one who told me about London.
Oh, okay.
I was so curious. Why is London in Canada? At that time, because I didn't know, and you told me about it.
Yeah, I've lived near London for most of my life. So 32 years.
Yes, 32 years. You left Hong Kong in 1988.
That's correct. Yeah.
Wow. I was like 88. I was 15. Yeah.
Wow. Well,
Can you tell me about your time in Hong Kong?
Sure. So before I came to Hong Kong, I was working in a church, and it was a year contract. And I thought, what am I going to do after the year? And I've always had in my heart that I wanted to visit an Asian country, learn about the culture, do what I could to help. So our church had a program where you could go as a volunteer for a missionary and live in a different country and teach English. So that's how I came into to Hong Kong.
Actually, Kathy is the first Canadian that I know.
Oh, really?
You are the first. And you are my first Caucasian friend. Yes. Then Kevin, second Canadian that I know. In Hong Kong. Yes.
Well, I felt sometimes when I was walking in different areas that I probably was the first Caucasian that many people saw.
Oh, yeah.
Because they would stop and watch me.
Yeah, at that time, yes.
Oh, yeah, definitely at that time.
And her mom speaks fluent Cantonese.
Wow.
Yeah. 2 days ago we met again. Like 30 years we haven't seen each other, and then we chat in Cantonese. It was quite extraordinary.
I just know a few things. Like I know Nei Hao Ma.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But Kathy has been in Hong Kong for just 1 year.
Yeah, one. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Even to remember Leo Ma.
So
good.
And the different tones is very hard to. Sometimes I'm not sure I get the tones, but it's a tricky language.
No, pretty well. Tell me about the minibus story.
Oh, I used to go up, take the MTR to Wong Tai Sin, and then from there I would walk to a minibus stop, and then that would take me up the mountain to a girl that I knew named Ada, who wanted to learn more English. So I would get on the minibus, and usually there'd be somebody on the bus that would call out the stop that I needed. But there was one day, there was a parent that wasn't going to happen, and we were getting closer to the stop, and I thought, okay, I've got to just take a chance and say it. So I said "Subtitle," and they pulled over, and nobody turned around and went. So I must have said it right. So I was very pleased about that.
So she said "Subtitle," which means block 17. That's very accurate. Even though it's after 32 years, you can still remember block 17 in Cantonese. That's amazing. What do you think about Hong Kong, first of all, for that 1 year?
Well, when I first got there, I wasn't sure what to expect, because the first time ever flying was when I came to Hong Kong.
Wow.
Never been on a plane before. First time flying.
And you came from Canada
How old were you
to Hong Kong?
at that time?
I was.
I didn't
think
ask
20,
you, actually.
Yeah, I think I was either 23 or 24. 24. So I traveled with another girl from Canada, and we went from Toronto to Chicago. And if you've been in Chicago airport, it's a very big airport. If you've not experienced with airports, and we had to literally run from one end to the other to make our connecting flight. So we did that, we were fine. And then we flew to Seattle, and then we had to change again in Seattle.
Wow.
And
At
then
that time, we
flew to
didn't
Hong Kong.
have direct flight from Toronto to Hong Kong.
And I think the organization we went, of course, they would want to find the most economic way to fly you. So that must have been the most economic way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
So the first thing I remember coming off the plane in Hong Kong, and we arrived in August, was like, wow,
Yeah.
just wet,
Yes.
humid.
Yeah, the humidity.
Instant smack in the face.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
like
never
a
will
wet,
forget.
A wet
Yeah.
towel. Just,
Yeah.
yeah.
As soon as you get off that door, even right off the door into the tunnel that's connecting, you feel it.
Yeah.
So what was the first few things you did in Hong Kong when you arrived?
Oh, well, the first, and of course, when you travel, you leave and arrive on the same day because you're going
Yes.
across the timelines. Am I right?
No,
No,
it's not. It's
is
not.
When you go
is it-
back,
When you come back to
Okay.
Canada, yes, but when you
There's
go to Hong
something
Kong,
that
there's
happens.
another day.
you miss a day.
You miss a day.
You miss a day.
Yes,
It's like
yes.
Okay.
your life skips a whole day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it was something. So the next morning, we arrived in the evening. The next morning at 9 o'clock, we had to go down to immigration to get our picture for our and
Cards.
Oh, my
ID card?
goodness.
Did you have to get an ID card?
we had to have some kind of identification.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
And no sleep, lost a day, 9 o'clock in the morning, and just like
Yeah. Then you take the picture.
the picture, you just look. Oh. So that was the first thing we did in Hong Kong. Was
Yeah.
doing that. Yeah.
And you still remember a lot of places in Hong Kong. And you lived in Sha Tin before.
Yes.
City One, you
Kowloon
said.
side.
Kowloon side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because my school was in Kowloon.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Oh, I remember the MTR, and it would pull up into the station, and you would look in it and you go, oh, it's really full, and amazed at how many more people.
You go in.
And at first, not being used to that.
of course, you're from, you know,
My
here.
roommate and I, we would
Yeah.
just kind of watch, and the train would go, and then it would happen again. It would be full, and people.
Oh, so you didn't get on. You just watched.
We watched, and it
to
was
see
like,
how that's
it was like,
going.
I can't believe they got on. So then I thought, okay, we're not going to get anywhere if we wait for the train to not be full.
That's
I said,
great.
the next one, we're going. So I just grabbed her. I said, okay, we're going. And we got in the middle of
Yeah,
the people and just
okay.
got pushed on. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
So what do
Yeah.
you think about the Hong Kong people?
Very warm, very generous people. Yeah, very kind.
When we first met, you saw how my English level was,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Yeah. It's much better already.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's 100 times better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks to both of you. Taught me English.
Yeah. I remember one of the assignments I had for my students was I just thought of myself because I was learning Cantonese and the things that I was being taught. I thought, well, they probably would like to learn how to do that in English too.
Yeah. Oh.
So one of the assignment was they had to call me on the phone
Oh.
and talk to me and ask
wow.
for me
That's
on
cool.
the phone in English.
Oh.
And of course, I think I called them too.
Yeah.
And so I think when you answer the phone, it's why.
White.
Is that why?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they had to ask for me and tell me who they were, and yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember that exercise though.
Do you remember Fun Fridays?
I don't remember anything. I remember you taught me how to sing. Maybe it's just in the church.
I would invite the kids to come to the church, and I was kind of a go-between, like a person that they would see and know when they got there. Now, most of them already were attending the church. Yeah. And then the Fun Friday was just a fun activity day that we did.
That's why I
With
don't remember.
songs and games.
That's
and
why I
things.
don't remember any classes. I
So
remember.
maybe you came to that,
Yeah.
because I have a picture of you.
Yeah.
You there. I have evidence.
Yeah, that was in Sha Tin.
Yep.
Newtown Plaza.
That's
Newtown
it. Yes.
Plaza.
Yes.
Newtown Plaza. Yeah.
Yes.
I thought I recognized it, but I didn't recognize it as City
Remember
One, but
the
Fountain.
fountain,
Yeah.
water fountain?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but it's gone now. The fountain.
Oh.
It's gone for a long time.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the good time for us in Hong Kong as well.
Yeah.
Really. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, it was so nice to see you again.
Yeah, so nice
oh
to
my
see you
goodness.
again.
So
Nice
many
meeting you.
memories.
Yeah,
And nice to
nice
meet you,
meeting you.
Kevin.
How,
Yeah.
how is my English now?
Very good.
Oh, thank you.
Very good. Much better than my Cantonese.
Oh, you're- can't believe you can still remember all that after 32 years.
And only 1 year.
Yeah,
Only
yeah,
one
yeah.
year. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
今次再同 Cathy 道別，我問佢記唔記得32年前我喺啟德機場送佢機嘅時候，我同佢講過句 I will see you in heaven。Cathy 只係微笑，佢冇話記唔記得。但係我之後再同佢講咗一句 To me, this is heaven。原來我喺安省倫敦揾到天堂。